When I initially read the script and I initially read the role, I really thought to myself, there's some comedy in there, but it's also got a huge balance with drama. And playing Shar gives me that ability to come to work and play with comedy and have something to work with every single day, but at the same time I can bring it down a notch. I can really show her vulnerability and get to be vulnerable. And as an actor, being able to play those different levels, not having a two-dimensional character but having a three-dimensional character, is really great.
Well, you know, when you book a role like this, I'm playing Justin Miller, you don't really know what you're doing. You just kind of audition for it. And this, when I auditioned, it said he was a young high school golfer. Slowly, people will kind of catch on to different things, and we'll let them try and figure it out. You can play detective.
What attracted me the most is just how strong Nisha was. I love her strength, how she comes in, she knows what she wants, she commands the room, and that she plays tennis. I also liked that a lot, and that she was from like an upper-class family, so it was kind of different from me, so that's what attracted me to it.
Emma comes more naturally to me, and she has qualities that I relate to more. Of course, there are qualities that Sutton has that I relate to as well, as far as, you know, just the way that she handles some situations, the way that she's emotional or not emotional. I kind of find myself to be more in line with Sutton as far as that goes. Emma's a little bit more frantic and frenetic, and it's fun to play, but I kind of fall more in line with Sutton in that aspect. But Sutton is very self-absorbed, and you know, she's a little selfish, and I don't consider myself to be that way.
Ted's a guy, he's trying to do the right thing. And it's fun, it's really fun, like it's fun entertainment, you know? I mean, I'm kind of hooked on what I watch every week, and you forget things that have happened, I go, that's right, you know, so it's neat. So fun, I guess, is another reason.
When I read the script, I thought it would be a really good fit. I thought the writers had done a good job with all of the characters, you know, fleshing them out and making you care and sympathize with a lot of them. But for me in particular, Ethan seemed like it was something that I could pull off, something that I could connect with. So from the minute I started looking at his scenes, I was interested.
I think I went into it with a completely blank slate. Then I read the books before we shot, and I think I really took a lot of things from different sources, but built Shar myself how I read her, so it was great. It was a really fun process.
The audition process was, I went in the first time and I read, it was like not a callback, but it was my first audition with the producers, and then from there I went to screen test for it. And that went really well. It was between me and two other girls. Well, obviously it went well. And then from there, went to network. So it was like 3 times I had to go in, and it was like, you know, this was it. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I have to relax and just go in there and do it. But everybody was completely nice, and it was fun, if anything, for me. It was a fun auditioning process.
I had a pre-read audition, so I just went and read for the casting directors, and then I had a callback. There's probably about 7 or 8 guys at the callback, and you go in and read for the producers and the writer and casting again. And it went well. You know, I just kind of felt like if I made them laugh, it makes up for my bad acting. So then, see, it balanced out, and I'm on the show.
I came in the first time, I believe, and read for the director, and we chatted a little bit about the scenes, and I think I did it again. It was actually funny, there was one scene, they told me this before, there was one scene that was just for us to read, but we weren't supposed to perform. And I hadn't seen that note. It was right in front of my face, but I hadn't read it, so I went ahead and performed it. And the second I got in the room, I started to do that scene, and I could tell everybody was looking around like, what is he doing? But they let me finish it. But by the end of it, they said it made me stand out because I was the only guy they had seen the whole day who hadn't listened and who did the scene. So I think it worked in my favor, being that I messed up.